Hello, Catalog Launch Party attendees. Welcome to our third and final session of the day. I'm going to try something different and see if I can see your comments on my phone now, okay? So if I'm looking down, I'm just going to try and see if those pop up so that I can actually get you an answer to some of your questions as we're chatting. So welcome to those of you who are watching, and I hope that you have had a really fun day. If you're just getting home from work and this is the first time you're seeing a video, then enjoy your supper, take a breath, and then sit down and enjoy them for the rest of the day. I have 3 videos, including this one, with a few fun projects for you and lots of posts with announcements. So it's very easy to get lost with them. I have tried to number the posts, so make sure that you're looking for post number 1, 2, 3, that sort of stuff in order to find the information about today. I will just sum it up for you very quickly. Today is free shipping day through me, so if there's something from the new catalog you're itching to have, message me your order and I will cover your shipping costs. You can also shop online on my website and I will refund the shipping costs equivalent to a local pickup value. We have lots of fun events going on and lots of ways for you to earn draw prizes today for signing up for those events. If you just comment and like and share videos, you're going to get entered to win some in-color cardstock. If you're signing up for any of my May classes, so my Slimline card, monthly card class, my June all-day retreat, DSP share, and if you're placing an order, you get entries in to win, I think I moved him, Little Baby Boss, the stamping mini cut and emboss machine. All those draws will happen tomorrow after I have a chance to sit down and go through all of the comments and record your entries, as well as get back to those of you who have signed up for events with your totals so we can square up. I haven't forgotten you. You will hear from me either today or tomorrow morning, depending on how many emails I have to answer. So welcome. What I have to share with you today is one of my favorite ways to mass produce cards. So Stampin' Up! Has graciously offered us that ability in their catalogs, if you've got them. On page 127, we have what is called Memories and More kits. Now these are what Stampin' Up! Has started to offer to our scrapbookers as a way to just add little fun cards and tags into a little memory album. So the one set that I'm going to show you is really a lot more set up for kind of a year start to finish. It's called What a Year, and it just makes a beautiful memory book. You can certainly turn probably 75% of the cards into greeting cards like I'm going to show you, but the one that I'm highlighting today is called the Hand-Penned Memories and More pack. This guy is so perfect for its value that I have to go over them every time for you guys. So what happens is you get 50 cards in your little package. So this is my Memories and More package. This is the hand-penned one. You'd open it up and it has 50 different cards in it. Okay, they're all double-sided cards. So some of them are very specific to a note card, but if I'm making greeting cards, then I just put this on the inside and have something to write on. But they're all really fun designs, fronts and backs, all sorts of goodness. And there's little ones and there's big ones. So, and sticker sheets. So what you can do is you can either sit here and cut card bases for yourself, or you can purchase on the same page these hand-penned Memories and More cards and envelopes. Okay, so you get 20 cards, 10 large and 10 small in there, along with envelopes. So in order to cover enough for a package here, you probably want to order 2 of these so that you end up with 40 cards and envelopes. You could even order 3 if you wanted to make use of the 50, but you'll see a few cards in my selection that they actually use multiple cards up, so you don't you're not necessarily left with that many in the end. And then the other reason I wanted to highlight this is if you look in the catalog on page 104 and 105, you'll see a lot of similarity in the coloring and the patterns of what I've just showed you in front of me, these cute little cards, and what you see in front of you. So Stampin' Up! Has designed these Memories and More cards around a suite that it already has, so you can easily replicate some of the designs you see on the Memories and More cards or in the catalogs with the materials that you have between your stamp and dies and the coordinating designer series paper. Okay, so I could certainly make these a lot more elaborate, but what I wanted to show you was how easy it was to open up a package of Memories and More paper, to grab a package of note cards and envelopes, and to make an assortment of cards using 95% only product that's in here. You'll see I have used, there's only one thing I've cheated with, and that is a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. I've added a couple strips to my cards here and there just because I couldn't help myself, but I really tried not to take anything else from my collections. There's no rhinestones, there's no anything else, because I wanted you to see how simple it is for you to just grab the stickers that you get from this set and the pages and just throw them onto card bases. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ones that I've made. This was the card that I mentioned if you were watching some of my other videos, that some of you have a random third card in your package. You guaranteed have it if you're part of my monthly card group, and that means you place an order every month. So I know some of you are drop-in members, meaning you pay me a class fee and you get a kit every month, but my monthly club members are those who they've committed to placing an order for 6 months straight. Okay, so those guys are what I consider the monthly club members, and you have one of these somewhere in your kit. Okay, so here's the ones I've made. You'll just have to keep an eye out for whatever paper you may have, and I'll post pictures also later tomorrow probably, so you can copy them. If you what was I going to say? Oh, if you don't see yours in here, then let me know, but you can also just create with the pieces I've given you. Okay, so here's just a few of the ones that I've made. So I'm going to go through them very quickly probably, and you'll be able to see that I have just used the card, and then like I mentioned on this one, I cheated and I put just a 1/4 inch strip of paper. This one already has what looks like a sticker, but it's already part of the paper. This one is the paper, and I just added a sticker. I like to pop the stickers up on dimensionals so they kind of stand out. And one little trick, because these are very sticky stickers, is in order to pop them up on dimensionals, I usually like to take either my Stamp and Emboss Buddy and just kind of tap on the back of them so they lose their stickiness. Or if you don't own that, literally just start sticking the sticker all over your clothes so that it gets all those fibers on it, and then it's not sticky. So if it's in an envelope and it's squished, it's not going to stick down and stick onto the card behind it. Okay, so dimensionals all the time. You are absolutely right, Tracy. You know me well. So this one, for instance, I mentioned sometimes I like to chop up papers. So this black and white background is one card, and then this white and yellow piece here, I've actually just cut a really skinny strip from one of the pieces and put it across the middle to add my card to. Okay, so those are my little ones. There's also so many other potentials. Like here's ones I haven't even mounted. These I didn't even bother adding anything to because they're just so beautiful. Oh, that one I did add a little sticker on top of it. But they're just amazing cards. Look at the watercolor detail in them. Okay, so here's some of my large ones. So you have to use those up too. But just, it's amazing the amount of cards I was able to make And I could have made way more, but I ended up just making one of everything and then packaging up the extras to hand out to you guys. So I didn't do any coloring on this one, even though I totally could have, but it's just beautiful in the black and white. This one's a little bit more fancy, so I took the card base and then I cut a strip of another one and added some paper, but still nothing super scary. Just using stickers. Betty, you asked, do you have to put the background paper on? You don't have to. You can make these as exactly how you want to. And then what I meant by some of those cards having lines on them, I just threw it on the inside of the card and I can write a note on there. Okay, so I didn't do that for all of them, but that's a really fancy one, so I thought I would. Happy birthday. And then it's just white on the inside. Here's a couple that I decided, hey, I really like these papers, and I just chopped them up. So I just sat here. If you want the measurements, I think I did 1.5 for the large pieces, and then like 3/4 of an inch for the small ones. And those ones would all fit on the front of these large pieces, so 4 inches long. Easy, easy peasy. Okay, so let me just show you a couple samples. So here we go. We've got all of our beautiful stickers. I have not pre-planned this as well at all. So here's one piece. Okay, so I think I showed you the sample with this one on the outside. So let's try one showing the front. So I like to pop them up on dimensionals to put on my card, because I find it just separates the card really smoothly. Okay, grab myself one of my trusty little sorted cards and envelopes. So these guys are perfect. They're all in here already. They all have a score line. So all you need to do is fold on that line. And I do find them a little stiff, so make sure you have a bone folder. Okay. And let's put this across the top. Okay, so this looks cute, but I think it needs something. So this is where I'd come to my sticker sheets. You get 2 of each design, and I'd probably want to look for something nice and bold. So I'd see like, hey, do I want this celebrate today right up in the top? Or is this more of like a happy birthday instance? So sometimes I just, because I'm gonna be losing all the stickiness, I don't mind playing. So I just kind of eyeball it. Do I like that? Or is that maybe just too many flowers? So then I'll just grab another one. I'm like, okay, let's see what you look like. Celebrate today. That I think I really like. However, I might like something in behind it to stand it up. So let's lose the stickiness on this guy. Get it ready to go. And let's find something that could go in behind it. Maybe, ooh, a flower. That's a good idea. Okay, so grab something like this nice little flower here. I'm gonna stick up in the sky. And then with dimensionals, put this guy up. And you can either put it off to the side, so you've got your flowers sticking out the side. I could put it directly over top so that it's really subtle. Could put it a little lower so that those flowers are sticking out the top. So totally up to us, whatever we decide to do. That one's kind of stuck, so I think we'll leave it like this. And I kind of like the idea of floating this up in the sky. Okay. So it's quick and it's easy, but it just is a really, really fun way for you to use all these beautiful cards that you have. There's fronts and backs all over them that you can use. for cards of your own making. Okay, so let's try a little one. I'll do one more and then call it quits. I've already done that one, I think. I don't recognize this one. I think I skipped that one because I used the backside. I chopped the backside up for a project. So let's do this guy. He is pretty cute on its own, but I think one of our little black and white flowers might make it stand out really nicely. Okay, so I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. Like so. And then to be quite honest, this is an adorable card just on its own. If I was allowed to use some rhinestones now, I'd probably put a couple rhinestones under the word loved, but I promised you that I would keep this focused on what you have in front of you. So I think what I do is just grab a little black and white flower and add it as a focal point somewhere on my card. Okay, so I'm gonna just, you can use your hands to get the stickiness off a little bit. Put a couple dimensionals on. And then I like the idea of this little flower just down on the side here. So it's just kind of kitty corner to the pink flower. So you honestly could sit here all night. Some of these cards you will, like I did, add embellishments, stickers, rhinestones to, and some of them you won't. You'll just realize that, hey, I love them on their own, and that's the way it's going to be. But I really, really love this idea because for about, what would it be? If we ordered 2 packages of Memories and More, those are $13.50 a piece. So $13.50 times 3. So let's say 50 bucks, including shipping and GST, but you don't pay shipping today. You could make 50 cards and you get envelopes for them and everything. So it's a super cheap way for you to make projects. Okay. Now, speaking of fun projects that I really, really want to show you. I hope you guys don't mind. But I participated in a swap with some of the other Canadian demonstrators who earned the Maui incentive trip, and all of us are not allowed to go. So I wanted to show you guys some of those cards. Some of them my team has seen, but I did get a few since you've seen them. And but before I show you that, let me just do a brief little roll through. These are some of the cards in that other set, that Memories and More. So I think these can safely be adorable little greeting cards as well. Oh, look, birdies. There's just so many patterns on them. They're not specific to anything but having a good time. So really, really fun cards. I think they're very cheery. The stickers, I think, are a bit more defined, you know, for kind of dates and stuff, but maybe you could make these into birthdays. You know, if somebody's birthday is the 18th, these are getting a little out of it, but maybe age, I guess, if you turned 52 on a birthday card. But the paper itself is very versatile. Okay, so lots of fun patterns in there. And also, if you don't like one side, just turn it over. Chances are you'll like the other one. Ooh, flower, or clouds, pink clouds. That's kind of fun. Pink wood grain. I haven't looked through this one that much. I was very focused on the other set. I like that one. It's a good page. Lots of fun. So you could mass produce a bunch of them. This second set, Betty, here is called What a Year. And it's on the same Memories and More page. And you could do the same idea. You could just buy this package and a couple packages of the Memories and More cards and envelope and just whip them up. All right. swap card time. Okay, so these guys, like I said, they are from other demonstrators here in Canada. So I will try to pronounce names quickly and easily, but I thought you'd probably enjoy the ideas. Okay, so this one is from Kelly Entz. She's here in Edmonton. And if you're on my Stamping Up team, she is actually your grandma in the Stamping Up family tree. So she and I ended up being in the same group, which was really funny. So she used the hand-penned stamp that we have been very familiar with now. This one is from Joanne Perry. She is in New Brunswick, Moncton, New Brunswick. I just love getting ideas from other demos, and those of you who usually come over to my house, they're on display, but they won't be here. This is Evelyn Wood. She used the Beauty of the Earth suite, so the dies in the paper here. That's the one that if you watched video number 2, we did make a project with that. Card here is from Stamp Spectacular, so I'm not sure what her name is. Maybe it's on the back or the inside. Oh, hello. Desiree Spence. There we go. That's also using the hand penned. Just the dies from it. And then here we go. Brian and Chris Carmichael. So it would be Chris, who is probably the genius behind this one. This one we didn't play with, but if you're getting a kit for my May monthly card class, we'll be using it for a project. And this one is from Zara Premji, using hand penned once again. We were all very limited with the sets we could use because there was only a few we could pre-order, but I love getting all the ideas. This one is from Genevieve Co. She used the pansies. That one is also featured in video number 2 from today's launch. And my all-day retreat on the 19th. This one is from Jacqueline Gauther. What I love about the hand pen stamp is the inside pieces aren't perfect. So you could literally either take a blend and just scribble inside, or you could use the stamp. Totally up to you. Here's a wow card here. This one is from Liana Gersha. This one pops out like this. And I'm going to be teaching you how to do this fold at the all-day retreat if you haven't done it before. It's really fun. And here is another one. Ooh, this is Karina Chin. She is also here in Edmonton. Some of you know her. And her card opens up in a fun way. It always does. So cute. Love that fold. And here is a card from Sherry Roth. She is in Alberta as well. We kind of had to laugh that all of us are very close or know each other. We all got put in the same swap group. There we go. Another one here. This is Allison Sullivan. She's in BC. It's a really great way to use a die just as a background. Adds so much to the project. This one is from Diane, Stampin' with Diane. She's using some of my favorite scalloped contour dies that I featured a couple times today. Beautiful. Oh, this is another lovely one using the Beauty of the Earth suite. This one is from Sue Phillip. Okay, so let's open this one up here. This one is kind of, there we go, meant to sit on your desk like so you can stare at it. And then it's got the beautiful trees in the background. Love it. And a couple more here. This one's from Pamela Clean, using the hand penned plus the little bumblebee that coordinates with the pansy dies. And she's used a couple of the stitched contour dies, and opens up just to the side like so. She was even very generous and gave us a nice bow with the new ribbon. It's so soft. Love it. So this one was a nice surprise because many of us didn't get this hostess set here. And this is from Tamara Bertram. So she made this gorgeous swan. This is a set that you can only get if you're hosting a party or as part of the monthly club. When it's your hostess month, you can order hostess sets as well. You can order them though if your order is over $200. All right, those are all the swaps. I had to share them with you guys. The swap that I sent out was this pansy one that I demonstrated in video number 2 today. Well, actually, I showed you how to make this card here with the Beauty of the Earth suite, but you could easily use the same measurements to make a pansy card. So this was my swap card with the gingham and stuff. And then if you're interested in seeing another project that's been made with 2 products from the new catalog, the Party Puffins and Spiral Die, these guys here, I have a video from last Tuesday, my Show Me How It's Done, that featured those cards. Okay, so far, that is what I have to show you from the new catalog. I hope you guys had so much fun today, and I'm really excited to see tomorrow who our winners are from our lucky draws. But please do not rush this evening if you want to take your time just looking over the events, looking over the posts and videos. I hope you enjoy it. I will post pictures when I can of the projects that we've done today so that you can replicate them if you want. And yeah, just feel free to message me if you have any questions, or if you are just wondering about details for any events, sign up promos, anything like that. But it was so great to party with you guys today, and I hope you have a wonderful time with your new catalogs. Bye.